as part of the Motus used car campaign, we now have the Nissan Qashqai. Qashqai has been around for a while, very familiar, but keep in mind this is a top of the range spec version. So you do get LED headlights, you've got daytime running lights, you've got all those kind of features that would not necessarily apply to all models in the range. We'll cover a lot of issues on spec as we go through. Of course, being a crossover SUV, you've got the wheel arch cladding, you've got the cladding along the bottom. This particular car comes with really good looking 19-inch mag wheels, and that's a nice feature. You can see the dual color mags over there, all very, very good features. The indicators, of course, on the mirrors over there, and good sized vehicle roof racks as well as standard. And let's pop open the back door and we take a look over here, and you'll see good space. You've got a leather cloth combination on the seats, which is always nice to have, and of course nice and practical. Nice space in the rear. I would like to have seen a USB or something similar in the back seat when you are dealing with a medium-ish car like this, which is aimed very much at the family, but it's not there. That's all you can do. You do get ISOFIX in the rear. Good stuff there on the rear seat, two outer rear seats. So that, of course, is something that has become more and more important, and you do want to find that in a car in this category. You come round to the rear over here, you'll see the tail lights wrap right round and into the rear tailgate. You've got a nice spoiler over the top over there. You pop open the boot. Good size boot, 300 odd liters of boot space over here, of course with the seats in place. You lift up over here and there's a good feature for a change. A full-size spare wheel. So well done on that one over there, and I must say I do appreciate that. I see it is a 16-inch, not a 19, but we're not going to complain about that right now. Is at least a full-size spare wheel, but obviously you can't keep it on the car permanently due to the fact like that. This particular car does have a tow bar fitted, and you'll see just now reverse camera, which is again an important feature to have all round. Looking at the bodywork, keeping in mind it's a used car, I can find no imperfections on the bodywork, no damage, no marks, nothing of that sort, and that's something that you always want to know and see. Now let's have a look inside. Let's start as always on the instrumentation on the dashboard, and you can see what I want to show you there is you've done 534 kilometers so far on this test, which is a fair amount, as I'm sure you will agree. But I want to show you something. Look at that. 5.3 liters per 100. And I'll even tell you better than that was that we did our fuel run on 4.4 liters per 100. That is exceptional. For a car of this size, it's a 6-speed manual. I haven't told you yet, it is the diesel version. So keep that in mind. The instrumentation, you saw, you got your computer, you got everything you want. You do have cruise control, very, very important on this version, because I mentioned just now, it is the Accenta Plus version, and that's what you want to know about. You've got a button over here to fold in your mirrors if you want, and these are all features that I'm sure you are used to seeing, but I'm just mentioning them to you. You've got, of course, all your controls on the steering wheel, all very standard, and it's a nice flat bottom steering wheel if that is important to you. You come over here, of course, to the center screen. You've got a nice screen over there, an infotainment touch screen, and I mentioned to you just now, you do have a good reverse camera, so that is an excellent feature as well. It's a 6-speed manual. Interestingly, there is no automatic option on the diesel engine. So I'm not sure, Nissan, why they've done that, but that's the way they're doing it. You've got your climate control over here, your dual zone climate control, very effective, works well. And you've got a 12 volt over there. But if you want USBs, you've got to come into the center armrest console over here, which is a little bit of a point. I would like to see USB on the dashboard. So you've got a second 12 volt, one in front, one over there, and USBs, but you've got to go into that armrest console if you want to get to your USBs. But anyway, that's the way it is. The 1.5 liter diesel engine, it's a very, very familiar engine. I've tested it many times. Of course, it's common to the Renault and Nissan Rangers. It puts out 1 kilowatts and a great 260 Newton meters of torque. And that's a lot of torque, isn't it? And that's a very, very important feature. Your dashboard is plastic, not soft touch as such, but it looks very good. And you've got these gloss effects around. You can see across there and of course around the center section as well. What you do have is an electronic parking brake over here with auto hold, and that auto hold heel hold definitely works very nicely in conjunction with the manual gearbox. What I'm not a fan of, but I'm saying I'm not a fan of, is the auto stop start, which you get with this car as well, which I couldn't find a button to switch off even. I'm sure there is one hidden somewhere, but I couldn't find it. But I do find that manuals with auto stop start, to me, I don't particularly like. It's just me. It almost feels like you've stalled the car a few times, and I get a little bit worried sometimes. That's me. Coming further down below the gear shift, and I must tell you, what a lovely, smooth, light, easy gear shift this is. A 6-speed manual, but it really just shifts so smoothly and easily. You can almost think you're in automatic sometimes when you're driving along in it, so I do like that. And over here, you've got seat heating for both front seats, obviously working in conjunction with the leather section more than anything else, but again, it's a nice feature. Now, I said to you, it is the Accenta Plus, which comes with a lot of extra features. I'm going to just run through a few of them. You do get 6 airbags, ABS with EBD, stability control. I mentioned the climate control, stop start, hill start assist. You've got all of those, the seat warmers, and you have got, of course, your rear park distance control with the camera, and on this car, the 19-inch alloys. Then you do get lane change assist as well on the spec version. Now, what is also there are two things I want to mention. I mentioned the economy just now, but let me tell you that you can get about, on the open road, this car could give you 1,000 kilometers on the tank. And I think that's quite something. And not every car can give you that. Yes, you can hear the diesel engine. I think you can hear a little bit of the diesel, but I don't think that's a big deal. We'll just turn it off for now. But that is another big feature. But what you get buying this vehicle as a Motus used car, and it's a 2021 model with 9,000 kilometers on the clock. So let me tell you, I don't even classify this as a used car, really. Many of the media fleet cars I get have got the same or higher mileage. So it really fits into that category as far as I'm concerned. But the new price for this model is 497,300 Rand. You can get this one from Motus, if you go online and check it out, for 439,000. It's a 58,000 Rand saving. That's pretty good considering you get the balance of the 6-year, 150,000 kilometer warranty, and you get the balance of the 3-year, 90,000 kilometer service plan. And especially in the case of this one, you've got 80,000 kilometers left on that service plan. That's not bad. You can do some pretty high mileage in the next 2 and a bit years, can't you? So these are important factors I would look at if I was buying used as opposed to new. And those would make a very big difference. I mentioned on the exterior, nothing I could find, no blemishes. I can find none on the interior either. You want to look at that. These are the important factors. It's the top of the range in the Qashqai, and you can see why with a lot of the extra features, lane change assist, etc. It's those sort of features that make it the top of the range. And it certainly is a very smooth, comfortable car to drive at the best of times. And I've shown before and shown again the kind of economy this car is capable of. So if that's what you're looking for, this is what you're looking for. It's guaranteed by Motus. You know they're one of the biggest groups in the country, and you've got, of course, the peace of mind of dealing with such a large group when you're buying. If you're looking for a car like this and you want to save 58,000 Rand on the new price, check this one out for yourself. For Motor Matters, I'm Eleanor. I'll see you next time.